Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Panda. I'm pushing it this time. 1080p, 60 frames a second. I'm not going to keep it too long. I just was a bit curious. Can I actually do 1080p, 60 frames on simple mobile network? Let's try it out. Let's see. So it's at 5,000 kilobits. So that's the bit rate. It looks good. Wow. Well, it's 60. And my bit rate is at 5,000. So just giving this a go. I'm just curious. And I really want to see how well it does. Because if it does really well in these urban communities, it would do very well in the big city, which has more cell phone towers. But sometimes, even in the big city, there's some cellular interference. So, thank you, Mr. Gibbs, that says the video is looking good. Oh, my panda. It is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, a very cool night. Oh, wow. This lavalier microphone audio. All right. Sorry about that. Just want to give this video and see if the premise can give me 1080p 60 frames on simple mobile wireless network. I gotta test these things in order to figure this out, because there might be someone like me using simple mobile but happen to come across this app for a live stream, and they're not too sure, because these apps do recommend best network service. It's doing pretty good at 5,000 at the bit rate. I kind of like what I see, but it did warn me on the app, and I appreciate this. Prism, I like how the fact that when you set it at 1080p 60 frames a second for a live stream, it would notify you and tell you this may cause your phone or device to overheat. So I like that. So we're doing a Lowlight Test. Try to see how well in 1080p 60 frames. If it does really well in low light, oh my panda, imagine in the daytime. Ooh. But with that said, everyone, please do subscribe, like, and share. I do these videos to give you guys real world results. This is what I do on this channel. I'm trying to get back into that. Product tech reviews. That includes software. Oops. So, with that said, support the channel. Make sure when you hit the notification, you hit all, so you even get some of my one-on-one live streams that sometimes are unannounced. So, with that said, if Mr. Gibbs' testimony is what the rest of you think it's the right testimony, let me know down in the comments and testify. Let me know how good the video quality is. Look at this place. Reminds me of Thailand. But anyway, guys, we are testing this at 60 frames a second, 1080p on the simple mobile network using the PRISMLive Studio for my iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is iOS. But keep in mind, it's up to you to calibrate your APN on your iPhone. Make sure you got the latest and best settings for your network connectivity, because that also counts. Now, it's been about 6 minutes in the live stream, and I don't see a warning indicator that tells me that my device is going to overheat, but I appreciate the safety concerns. Actually, let's walk back this way, and then we'll walk around the other block. Because like I said, I'm not trying to make this video too long. I do want to examine this video after, and then make my determination. Am I going to use 1080p 60 frames all the time, or am I going to use 1080p 30 frames a second all the time, and use maybe the bitrate at 5000 to get a much sharper and cleaner output when using 30 frames a second at 1080p. I appreciate that, Brandon. I see you, Seth. Thank you for that comment. Guys want to support the channel, there's always other links, financial links. You can buy products that what I'm currently using to make this video. I got Amazon affiliate links. If you guys can't buy anything or just don't want to buy anything but want to donate and support, there's a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. And I am using my Crosshair 2 from Moza. Gimbal's pretty good for the iPhone. Sometimes a little clunky for cameras. Not gonna give it all the credit. And this whole process, while live streaming, it took 1% from my iPhone. And we've been recording for about 9 minutes now. Now, at this point, it says transmission is unstable due to weak network connection. So from this point on, I'm going to tell you when that indicator or that notification goes away. Cut it out, Panda. It would be best to say that the cell phone service, Simple Mobile, can stream in 1080p. If I was in, let's say, Manhattan, where it has quite the cell phone towers. We are in these urban communities, so it may vary based on location. So I recommend if you are in locations like this, recommend 1080p 30 frames. Hello, Apple. That's what I recommend. I don't recommend pushing it. If your cell phone towers are too far apart, you don't get a very good strong active 4 bars on your cell phone service. It says transmission is due to weak connection. It is still a weak connection, but if we double check, I literally have 4 bars and now the connection comes back. All right, we went into a really nasty dead spot that caused the video to go out. So it does work, but to be safe on the safe side, 1080p 30 frames should be good enough for the average user. Some people, they do live streams in 4K and 1080p 60, but it's based on the network that you're using. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Please do support the channel, making these tech reviews and these verifications on these softwares that you use for your gimbals or for your smartphone. This is what I normally do on this channel. Trying to get back into that. Give these apps my upright invited attention. Now, 13 minutes into this video, the battery life went from 81 to 78%. So it is actually draining the battery much faster when shooting 1080p 60 frames a second in a live stream. So keep aware of that. This is why I really like this app. I really like how the fact this app does give me some indication that it is reading everything that I should be reading as a streamer. But with that said, everyone, it's getting darker. It's time to roll out in the night. Yeah, I like to roll out late. I don't want to know. I don't want people to know where I'm going or where I'm going to be sleeping next. Starting this, yeah. Not going to be doing those anymore. For my own safety. 77% battery life. Seems like it's working pretty fine now. We just ran into a death spot back there. Could have been that depot service, the loading dock back there. Could have been that. Who knows? We do not know. But I know this for sure. It looks pretty decent for 1080p 60 frames. Looks very decent. So with that said, everyone, please do subscribe, support, show your compassion, and share the video with someone or a little young YouTuber. You might got a nephew or a little cousin. They're looking for apps, and this might help them resolve they search a little bit easier because they got everything in one bang package without buying multiple apps. So there's no excuse of like, mommy, or hey, auntie, can you buy me this package? Or honey, can I spend money on this package for this iPhone? No, we have kids to feed. No more toys. You know how wives get. Not saying that's a bad thing, but some of you men are not honest in how you spend money sometimes, you know, when you're married. Guys splurge on toys, like, I got the extra money, baby. Yeah, I know all your stories, I hear it. You've been keeping stuff on the side. Okay, yeah, I see how you roll. But with that said, everyone, thank you. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.